Alright, it is time for Ace Attorney! Yeah, Jervey, don't worry, it's okay. I know you're very busy, so I appreciate you coming to say hi. And I hope you have a lovely Sunday. I got started a bit late tonight. I was really tired today. I don't know why, but shoganai, can't be helped. I was just trying to get all my to-dos done, resting, also doing exercising. Matthew Preston, hello, how are you? Yeah, earlier I went for a walk and I went to go pick up a salad, and then I played Beat Saber for exercise, and I was doing some chores around the house and trying to read Japanese book for practice, and very to-do list day. Also, I slept really late. Why so healthy? Well, that's a good question. I think it's because I've been so unhealthy in the past that I'm trying to make up for all those times when I was very naughty. And I'm not that healthy. I did have like this like dessert that I got from the convenience store. It's very popular here. I think it's originally German or Austrian. It's called a Baumkuchen. It's like a roll cake, and they sell like slices of it at the convenience store. So I had that for dessert. But yeah, I did go for a walk. I did eat salad for dinner, and I did play Beat Saber for like 40 minutes, not that long. And I did do some stretching. I did my push-ups and I did my planks today, doing my best, trying to become Superwoman. trying. But you know, I didn't have the best lunch. Lunch was like just slices of bread with peanut butter on them and honey. So, you know, I mix it up. I gotta keep the body guessing. Otherwise, yeah, it's been an okay day. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I just want to sleep in late and then do whatever I want to do tomorrow. Play Stardew Valley. That would be ideal, maybe. Yeah, I am playing this game for the first time on my new computer, so I am hoping everything will be okay and that the audio is not too crazy. I had to adjust the audio, but it might still be a little loud, so if it's too loud or something, please do let me know how the levels are, because yeah, I still have to adjust everything. It's a process. But yeah, now with my super fast computer, it should work great for Ace Attorney. Although I did really use the super fast computer for VR chat, so yeah, that was the main reason. VR chat and Beat Saber. Alright, I hope you all are having a good Sunday. Let's see, we should get this ball rolling, as they say. Okay, we are on day 3, Rise from the Ashes. So, to recap what's happening in this crazy story, there is a lady and she is admitting to murder, and her sister has sought our help, and she says there's no way my older sister did it. And then the body of the guy that died was found in the trunk of Edgeworth, our arch rival, but he's just a victim of happenstance, perhaps. And then there was also a murder happened in the... Yeah, I'm doing my best here. And there's also... Originally they were saying like, oh, somebody was also killed in like the records room, but we went there and it was like this, it's the same guy. And so I think he was killed somewhere else. I don't think he was killed in the parking lot, or which is where we did our original investigation, or he was killed like in the. I think he was killed somewhere else, maybe, or maybe it was in the records room. I don't know. Oh, hi, Mirai Bites. Hello, hello. How are you doing? And then there's the old Western guy who's the guard for the records room, and then there's like squeaky guard dude who's, I don't know, helping out doing something, and then there is the onigiri hat lady. I totally forgot her name already. Angel. Her name's Angel, right? Yeah. So there's her. There are many characters in this story, and if I remember properly, the last thing that happened is we were doing investigation, and 11 out of 10. Yeah, I'm doing my best. This story is so long and wild that it's hard to like really remember what's going on. I know the last thing we were doing is that we went into this like room with all of like the locked boxes, and we found a handprint, I can't remember, and there was like a broken vase that we had to assemble, and yeah, that was about it. All right. I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna do our best and see how this goes. We shall see. Alright, February 24th, 9:41 a.m. Hi Q underscore. Thank you for coming to say hi. I hope you have a lovely night as well. Nice to see you. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Let's go.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. Yeah, okay, good, because I'm confused. For sure. After all, you'll dream of me. Oh my goodness. Scandalous.
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time.
No, they weren't. It has to be only one place. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Is this scandalous? Scandalous. What if it's just dinner? Okay. In that case, A-okay. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. Wait, she is? Oh my goodness.
So, how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? Oh, what do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. Oh, that's the cowboy. The cowboy. What kind of trace evidence? Oh, speaking of cowboys, I talked to the artist that has done some of my emotes, and I am commissioning an emote as requested of me tipping the cowboy hat and saying howdy. So hopefully I will have that soon. Yeah, I requested the animated emote, so looking forward to that. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. Oh yeah, let's look at the court record and refresh our memory as to what we found at the end. So we've got this testing fluid.
Yeah.
ID card, and this is where we saw that we have Miles Edgeworth, Bruce Goodman. He's the guy that was murdered. And then a mystery person who entered in between them, and then someone beforehand, so... Okay, and then we have the fingerprint set, a screwdriver brought back to his office by Gant's request. Oh, and it has a number that we think maybe is somewhat related or something. Goodman's lost item report. So he was looking for something, or he had lost something, which we think is this knife, perhaps. And he was also involved in this SL9 case. It's all related. It's all related. Evidence room floor plans. Oh yeah, there was like blood here, handprint here, and then another handprint here. Can we like get any more info on this? A glove from SL9 incident. I think we looked at this already, right? Yeah. Alright. Pretty sure we've looked at this already. And then we have even more stuff. The evidence locker, the unstable jar. Ah, here we go. It was Marshall's fingerprints that we found in the evidence room, so we know that he has blood on his hands. Ah, alright. Alright, good to know, okay. That's... Sorry, coughing now? That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
Alright. I'm really hoping that we can get through this whole, like, trial day today. I'm hoping. We'll see. This case has been really long. Alright. February 24th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. It reminds me of that song Mambo Number 9. Do you remember that song? I don't know the lyrics, so don't ask me to sing it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is. I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence related to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Drama! Ooh boy! Things are getting wild from the get-go. Dang, alright. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. Hi, Robin. Hello, how are you? Good evening and good afternoon, good morning and good night. It's good evening here. 10:55 p.m. So, you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've gotta believe me, sir.
Actually, what?
Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. 6:55 a.m. Oh my goodness. That's quite a time difference. That's early. Officer Meekins. Oh, hello, bunny. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Yes, sir, as you wish.
Just got off the night shift. Ah, okay. So it's like your after work time. I kind of wish I could do night shift. I struggle so hard to get up at any normal time. I wanted to do it in the past, but it never worked out.
After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm.
Alright, we've got the testimony. Crime report, sir. Alright, let's hear it.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day.
Ah, hi Opus Salaryman. The best time of the week. Yay! I've been looking forward to more Ace Attorney as well.
I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it.
Wait, how could he have?
After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you?
Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
I see. Then you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Alright, you know how we do it. We just gotta press every time. Alright. Not your normal duty, but you were assigned to guard the evidence room that day. Alright, let's talk about it. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
The Blue Badger?
Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir.
That's this horror. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, if the sound is too loud, please let me know and I can turn down the audio. This is my first time streaming this game on the new computer, so yeah, let me know how the audio is. If it's okay, that's good.
I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
This guy's so enthusiastic. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
After the awards ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Alright. Next item in his testimony.
I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room.
Alright. Hold it. Objection. That's right. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
I want to find out what happened to his hand. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? Is it? Is it? Is he?
There it is! I found it! This is the one right here.
Could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir. It's 4989596.
Don't we just love the Blue Badger theme? You'll never be able to get it out of your head, coupled with the eldritch horror of the Badger. It is truly a horror. Truly. You thought being a lawyer is fun. Oh man. Yeah, I know a few lawyers, and based on how they talk about their jobs, I feel like being a lawyer is you write a lot of glorified book reports. You do book reports and then you do mediation between like angry people. That seems to be like the main lawyering stuff that gets done. Studied, looked at the practice, decided not to. Yeah. There's a lot of like researching and like writing long papers. Yeah. Trial part, not as much. I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
There's a saying in law courses that it's not enough to be a jack of all trades, you need to be a master of them all too, because you need to know the subject matter you're going to trial for. Oh, this is true. I guess when I think about like the people that I know who are lawyers, they're quite specialized. Because it would be too difficult to be like really good at everything, so they're very like in their wheelhouse of whatever it is they practice. Alright.
And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Ah, alright. So we've got an updated ID card record showing IDs of all who entered the evidence room on 2/21. So now we know everyone except for the very first person on the list. Who... the one that's like 777777777. Alright. So he was only doing what he was trained to do and was suddenly attacked. Alright, let's talk about it. So, you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir! A knife!
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
Also, I'm just wondering... Meekins has not confirmed that it was Goodman that he was attacked by in the room. So, I'm really curious as to if it was actually him or not. Suspicious. I don't know, maybe not, maybe it's fine. We also didn't see the face in that picture that he just showed right there, so... Was it really Goodman, or was this like another perpetrator? I don't know. You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. Don't confuse me further. Fair. Fair. I'm so confused though, as always. Swung my arms like an octopus, my goodness, okay. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life. Then I did it.
All right, what did you do? Let's talk about it. What exactly do you mean when you say you, quote unquote, did it?
I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm really into vampire films, but that doesn't make me a vampire. Sheesh.
The man just let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
Wait, what? What? See. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew...
Yes. Yeah, distance training. Yeah, he's just like absorbing. It's passive knowledge absorption, right? Oh, hi Kurisu. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've had a pretty chill Sunday, lots of chores and to-dos. I hope you're having a good Sunday as well.
He punched me right in my face, sir!
Oh my goodness. Alright, next part of the testimony. He passed out until another officer smacked him awake. Let's talk about it. Yeah, because I like vampire movies, obviously I must have a taste for blood, IRL. It just gets into you. Not true, not true. I have no hunger for human or animal blood. About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. Oh my god, even the judge hating on Meekins.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
I know, the judge, he gets at some like subtle jabs every once in a while. I like it. Your mission? Oh, what is it? What's his mission? The Blue Badger? Yep.
Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Wait, do we?
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear.
He's dedicated. We have. That's true. It's true.
Was the man this officer, quote-unquote, murdered, really the victim?
He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Kent delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
The chief
delivered it?
What is that?
A videotape.
Yes, sir, that's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Ooh, all right, this is promising.
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
Ugh, looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into?
Oh boy. Indeed, indeed.
Okay. Oh jeez. The Blue Badger song. Okay, okay. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, that's... See, you don't see his face again. Supposedly Goodman, right? Okay. The face is still covered. Still can't see the face. He stares into your soul, leaving you vacant. Oh no. There's Meekins. Okay, okay. Let's see. See, we still... It totally... I bet it's not him. It's not... I bet it's not him. Because you can't see the face. Alright. Interesting. And then there we have Meekins, like, passed out. But the other guy's not around. Convenient censorship is convenient. Right? Right? Oh, hi Rumi, how are you doing? Hello, hello. This is like an Austin Powers movie. It's a bit ridiculous. Happy Sunday. Both of us are just like, excuse me, what is this? What is this madness? Even Meekins? What? Come on. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? Wait, no, what? Adrith has had it. Yeah. Glad I could finally catch a stream. Me too. Oh goodness. Wait a second. What? What? Oh no. Erlation. Thank you so much for the blurb. Hello, happy Sunday. I hope you recovered well from the Constitution celebrations. Constitution Day celebrations.
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Groovy baby. I can't do the Austin Powers voice. It's so good though. It's a classic. Just relaxing. Excellent, excellent. A computer party. Wait, what's a computer party? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. That was weirdly oh, alright. Maybe I should practice it in my off time. And then I can use it for a voice. For a character. It's the Blue Badgers, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Alright, we've got security video. I want to look at it again, maybe. Yeah, let's look. I want to look at this again. Hold up, hold up. I want to check it. Okay, so there is a handprint on the face from the very beginning. That was the main thing I wanted to check. All right. Do we? Hey, there's no sound this time though. We only have to look at it, so it's not quite as bad. All right, he's opening up. Oh, we see the all right, we see the glove fall out. So the glove fell out of his locker. Meekins comes back. I don't necessarily see anything else going on here. And then turns around. He slashes Meekins. And they have a fight. And then we don't see anything again. Okay. And I don't see any bloody handprint on the locker here that we found later. Marshall's handprint. And then Meekins is passed out. Okay. Alright. I think that's about it. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Alright. At the very end, you saw the cloth sticking out of, I think it's Marshall's locker at the very end. This one on the far left-hand side. So the one on the top far left, there's nothing poking out of it here. But then at the end of this whole like scene, there's like white cloth poking out of the locker. So my suspicion is that Marshall was the one wearing this white coat or whatever. And then, because you never see the face here. And then maybe when he like ran away and left, he stuffed this coat into his locker. And that's why, so it's not here. But then when we come back and then we pan back the last time. Yeah, the worse the better is. Yeah, he can't close his eyes. All right, when we go pan back here, you'll see it. And there it is. Aha. Okay. All right. I have some information now. Oh, hi, Solartinia. Hello. What did you miss? Oh, God. How to explain this case? Sharp eyes, yeah. I'm a practiced ace attorney veteran now. Oh, hi, 100-mile runner. Hello. Happy Sunday. Right now, yeah, this is day 3 of the trial. There's so much going on here. We're trying to figure out who was actually murdered, where, when, and what's going on. I don't even know.
Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone.
That's right. Foxes do have sharp eyes. Watch out. I've got my eye on all of these. Woo! Hello.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
Alright, so we've got some more testimony coming up now. What is this gonna be? Alright, Mystery Man. Let's go.
His face can't clearly be seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do so.
Okay, that is true. That is true. However, then why did the other locker also get opened?
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
Or could they? Somehow?
What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I mean, they could have cut off Detective Goodman's finger. That's an option, right? Woo, if he was already dead.
I mean, or even if he wasn't.
I haven't seen Ace Attorney get that gory, though, so probably not. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright, Mystery Man, let's go. Alright, His face can't be clearly seen in the video. Yes, this is correct. Let's press. We're just gonna press on everything as we do. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter?
The latter?
But you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir.
Kurisu, oh my goodness, 15 stream streak, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for hanging out with me so much. I really appreciate it.
I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it.
Okay. Alright, there's no question the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. Let's talk about it. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must
Wait. Didn't we... Oh, is this just the same dialogue? We'll see.
That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or...
Meekins. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods.
That's right. Tell him, Edgeworth. Tell him.
Now, please be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir.
You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him.
I mean, he opened the locker.
Alright. So, it required Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Is there another way? Is there another way? About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Wait a second. Okay, I have an idea. Maybe because Marshall, the guy who's in charge of the room, he's the one we're suspicious about. Because he's in charge of the room, maybe he can reconfigure or like reset the locker. Can he? If he's in charge of the... Maybe? I don't know. It's possible. Possibly? I'm just grasping at straws here. Oh, hi Hajime! Bike drop bite. Yeah, I know. Maybe. Anything seems plausible at this point. I'm still waiting for things to kind of fall into place.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
Alright. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker. Oh, hi Citrix Gaming. Hello. Happy Sunday. Also, hi Hajime. Happy Sunday.
Hold it.
How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir. From people in the know, sir.
People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Oh god, this guy.
For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
So,
The victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
Alright.
So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
久しぶり。久しぶりだね。
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir! If I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, if it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock, and it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir.
Asanano, hello, hello, happy Sunday. Good to see you.
My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video?
I mean, you know, with these, you can never be like, no, there's no problem, or like, no, we don't want to talk to somebody, or like, no, it's all good. There's always a problem. There's always a to-do. We must do it. So, what is the problem? Okay.
Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Edgeworth just prompting you like, come on, get him, get him. We're totally gonna do it.
Strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction.
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
He would want me to point it out.
I mean, probably. It's your literal job, so okay.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence.
Alright.
I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
Shimata Barnaka? Wait, what is it? What is it? I don't know.
I have to point out a problem in the video? Oh, this is the first time I've ever had to do that. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
You meant to say, dang, he is onto him. Ah, naruhodo. I don't know what the second part you would say, but... Oh, shimatta. Okay, yeah. That's like, oh, dang it. Loop it while his eyes are taped open. I would. If I could.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so I can pause. So there were a couple things that happened. One thing was when we noticed that the glove fell out of the locker, and then we also noticed that the thing was sticking out at the end. Those were the two things I noticed so far. Okay. Was it... Dora the Explorer, Ace Attorney. Can you point to the problem in this video? You did it! Yeah, so I'm wondering... Hold on. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I'm gonna rewind. Ooh, okay, hold on. I'm rewinding more. Yeah, how could he... Oh, the light in the locker was already on? Ah, okay, let's look, let's look. Oh, hold on, we have to rewind more. Sorry. Rewinding more. Ah, you're right, you're right. Ah, so someone had already like... Ah, alright. I thought the glove was gonna be important, but there's also that thing at the end. Alright, let's see. Okay. Ah, hi Kanju. How's the Astros? It's going... well, I'm just as confused as everybody else in this case, but it's going okay. Yeah, alright, this is it. That's how he could open it, because it was already unlocked. Dun dun dun! Also, hello, happy Sunday. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Also, why, oh my god, is the music playing again? Oh, thank you so much for the redeem, Psychics Gaming. Alright, let me, this music will play in the background as I prepare myself. Alright.
I was trying to do it in time with the music.
Thank you so much for the redeem. If the wink didn't work, please let me know, because I have some problems with it lately, and I don't have like the OBS. I don't have the screens up right now so I can see it. So yeah, thank you so much for the redeem, Citrix Gaming. Yeah, such a slow-mo. Alright. It did wink. Okay, good, good. Alright. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. I'm fine. Okay. Good, good, good.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Coslora? Wait, what? Yeah, alright. See, it's already open. It's a very good point. Oh my god, though, this music. Oh. Alright, so then we don't know for sure. No, we do. We do. This has to be... It has to be Marshall, because the other locker was not open, and at the end it had the stuff poking out of it, so yeah. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Okay, oh my god. Here, and notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. Well, you can thank Citrix Gaming who pointed it out from the chat. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. I was just looking at like the glove and the jacket or whatever it's poking out.
Order! Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Yeah, the big brain theme. It's like, oh yeah, watch out. I'm solving stuff. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor. Yeah, maybe the glove. Maybe. Because that was the other thing we saw. When the locker opened, the glove fell out, so.
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor. If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit. No. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor?
Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Yeah. All right, it's got to be the glove.
Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this.
All right. Oh god. We have to wait for it to go back one more time and then we'll pause it. What is this? No, we have to enjoy it. Alright, I'm going to... The fast forward only does like one frame at a time. It's not fast forward. Alright. Oh, there we go. Alright. Take that! Yeah, this is a terrible security camera VHS footage. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh, the sound of silence. Matthew Preston. Oh no. The sound, I do enjoy the sound of silence here. Okay.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when he falls out of his car.
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Ah, more lovely sound of silence. It's totally Marshall. It's gotta be Marshall. I think he's the murderer. But why? Why? This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene,
there just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out. I mean, they literally showed a glove falling out of the locker, so I'm pretty sure we know what it is. Ah, they're often preferred because they're an economical way of storing security footage. It's probably harder to edit it. I don't know.
Very well.
Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? I mean, at least maybe in 2001 or whenever this game was made, that would probably be the typical form of storage. Alright. Rubber glove! This has got to be what it is. Alright.
Take that!
Everything is on the spectrum. This is true, I guess.
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir! It would appear so, sir!
Oh no. Order, order, order! Yeah, this is quite an old game. I think the original one was 2001 or 2004. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, and then I know they released the trilogy together a bit later.
So, are we to believe then that the quote-unquote victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a joke?
Apparently this chat. No, there's the law is. It is all just open to interpretation here. Very well. Begin your testimony. Alright, Mystery Man, Part 2. The memories of playing this game on the original DS. Is this Japanese or English law? This is supposed to be... I believe it's set in like a fictional California, but it's as interpreted for Japanese audiences. So... unclear. Yeah. California. I don't think it's any country's law, to be honest.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card.
Oh, it is a highly exaggerated parody. Wow, do I want to see streamers getting naked? No, I don't actually. So, how about we ban you? Is it possible? Hold on. How can I... Yeah, I know, I'm like, how to ban? I'm not getting... Oh no! Well, anyway. We need XSL to ban this person because I don't have the, But see, this is why I have reported them. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think I don't have the, whatever the chat up, but... I can- you know what? Hold on. I can do it from... Twitch. I think. Maybe. I might have to go to my... I have to go to the website. I have to set up, like, OBS properly. Okay. Oh, it doesn't show up on hold on. Aha. Well, I'm not able to see the chatter anymore. But let me see. Alright, well. I can't ban them, but maybe if XSL comes back, you can do banning. But it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're not in the, I think because I did like a... Yeah, well, here, let me message XSL. He's also streaming, so that's a problem. Just / and then their name. Oh, really? I can do it like that. Oh, okay. I did it. It works. Ah, alright. Okay. Thank you for the help. Yeah. Alright, good. Because I put block, and so then I like... Because I blocked them, then I couldn't see them in the chat anymore. But it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Alright. Aw, yeah, that's right. But that's also why I don't allow any like URLs in the chat, because sometimes people come and try to post like spammy stuff, so. Alright. So, I think we know that we have Goodman's ID card, so somebody must have taken it, right? So, I think somebody took the ID card, but I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit here. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Or, hear me out, maybe somebody stole the card.
An ID card record. I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID.
No one takes ID card.
However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. Wait, why is he being mean to himself? The perfect place to put the mascot. Yeah, that's a little sus, right? Sus.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
Sus 3, 4, 1. Alright. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman. Alright, let's talk about it. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? It's an alloy of stainless oh, I see. That was not a joke I was able to get. But I like it. Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir. Are they though? I mean, well, I suppose literally they're not liquid. The only type of noodle is it damp noodles? Wait, what's damp noodles? Is it a noodle?
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Ban? What? Alright, one must use their ID card. Okay, but also we have Goodman's ID card. Oh, it's a steam bun. Ooh, interesting. I do like steamed buns quite a bit. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards?
Yes, sir! This card right next to my cuff, sir! I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
Nude steam buns. Damn. I mean, I suppose if you steam them, they will be damp. That is just how it works, right? I do like the meat buns, and like there's like a pizza bun. It's called pizzaman. Yeah, it's really tasty. I get it here. It has like pizza sauce and cheese inside of it. Nom 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 nom. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Yeah. Pizzaman.
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck.
Pot stickers are steamed and you wouldn't call them damp. That's true, but I would say the pot stickers don't have like the permeable dough in the same way that like a bun does. But steamed buns are a little more permeable for dampness, I think. I guess damp kind of implies cool. And they're not cool, they're hot, so yeah. I strongly recommend the steamed buns that are filled with pizza ingredients.
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck.
Maybe we should present the ID card. Is there... We'll have to see what the rest of this testimony is, because I forgot it already.
Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
Yeah, cheese and tomato, so good. Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Alright, when an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Time to order pizza? Oh man, I haven't had pizza in a while. I want pizza as well, even though it's late night. Alright. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
I love how he bows.
So it is, Your Honor.
Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all of this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer?
Oh my goodness, the rabble.
It would seem. The Inquiry Committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
You wonder what kind of pizza places they have in Japan? Well, I can tell you what they have here. They have Domino's Pizza, and they also have Pizza Hut, and those are 2 of the major chains that you can get here. Yeah, somebody brought their kid and just sitting in the gallery. But they do offer pizzas that are not the same as pizzas that you can get in the good old USA. There are a few other Japanese chains, like Pizza La. There are also good Italian pizza places as well, yeah. Japan, it's either like the really weird, like kind of Americanized, but like went off the deep end with like weird seafood and corn and hot mayonnaise. Or then it's like hardcore
strict Italian, amazing, like traditional real pizza places. Domino's, you can get like a regular American pepperoni pizza, but you can also get like the weird corn and mayo seafood pizza. You heard we have good pancake places? I don't necessarily agree. They have the fluffy pancakes. If you like the souffle pancakes, which are like the really tall ones, there's a lot of those places. But if you want like American style diner pancakes, it's quite hard to find here. Actually, I've never had them here. Yeah, I don't know. I've never bought the mayo, or never bought the seafood pizzas. I've had pizza with like hot mayonnaise on it before, and I don't like it. As a dressing, if it was not, they put too much on. Yeah, I have to scrape it off. Oh, yeah, omurice is nice. I like that. I get that a lot, mostly in like bento. They sell it as bento here, so I have been to. There's also like specialty omurice places. I've been to those as well. They're pretty good. You can get like a really yummy sauce poured over it. They also have those places run by that overly enthusiastic Japanese guy who went to Italy. Yeah, exactly. They go to extremes. Either like extreme dedication to like the original craft, or like extreme modifications. Ooh, you're gonna move and please come here and open up a good like specialty pancake place. I would go there. You love a good chicken parm. Oh, you can't get. It's really hard to get a good sandwich here. That is one thing I really miss compared to like US. There's so many sandwich places. I feel like Europe has some great sandwiches as well, but man, sandwiches are not much of a thing here. Like a deli sandwich with like a delicious crusty bread and like good meats and like veggies in it. Man, nope, it's a struggle to find it. But yeah. Japanese Western food in general. Yeah, I don't. Napolitan is like, it's basically spaghetti with ketchup. I don't eat it, but that's more like a food for kids, I would say. Like moms make it for kids as like their dinner pretty often. I have had it before. You can get it in like konbini as well. People are like, oh, it's like classic like home cooking. I'm like, oh, no. Yeah. I'm not into like the sweet spaghetti. It's basically ketchup. Yeah, there's so much good Japanese food. Sometimes I get bored and I do want to have a variety, and I miss having like some of the classics that I enjoyed back in the good old USA. So I do miss some variety, but I am glad there's a wide variety of Japanese food to enjoy as well. I make some food at home sometimes if I really miss something. I didn't bring my panini maker with me though. I left it. I have a storage unit and I left the panini maker in the storage unit. I want to bring it so that I can make paninis here. That would be amazing. I mean, I guess I can make it here, but it won't have like the grill mark things on them, you know? So I could still make a panini with like just put a heavy thing on top of the sandwich. Anyway. Yeah, the beef bowls are good. Alright, let's see.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him.
Wait, why? Okay, so we've gone back to the beginning. You know there's places in Japan made to appeal to tourists, but you'd like to get authentic food too. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to get authentic food while you're here. And then just to indulge your curiosity, personally when I travel, I like to go to
a chain that they have like in the US or a chain that I'm familiar with, but then get the regional specialty that you can only get like in the certain country. So like in Japan, if you come here, you can go to McDonald's and they have a burger called the Samurai Mac. And one of the burgers, this is what I always recommend to people. It's like a double thick patty with like burnt soy sauce glaze on it. But it's like specialty for Japan, so yeah. So I like to try like the regional specialty items at like a chain that I'm already familiar with. But then generally I like to have like the just the classic like food of the country otherwise. You highly recommend taking cooking. Oh yeah, cooking class would be amazing. That's a good recommendation. Yeah, Edgeworth is getting blamed for the oh, that's true. Yeah, because people are saying it's his fault because he's like falsifying evidence and stuff, right? I would say, does McDonald's have beer? No, they do not have beer. But if you go to Taco Bell here, Taco Bell has margaritas. In Japan, or at least the one in Shibuya has margaritas. I don't know about the other Taco Bells. But yeah, no beer at McDonald's. Just soda, and then they have tea, like Japanese green tea, and just the regular stuff otherwise. I've never had the chicken fries. I don't think they have the chicken fries here. They have some really wild... Burger King has the most crazy burgers here. I've never got them, but they advertise some crazy stuff. Alright. So for this, since we have pressed on all of the testimony items, that means we need to do a present. I'm thinking we probably need to present the ID card because we have already talked about the ID card so much and saying like, okay, I lost my train of thought totally. But because we have the ID card, I think we need to present it. But let's see. I don't think it's the first one. Let's see with it. Alright, oh wait. Maybe... Oh, maybe that was the end of the testimony. Alright, we gotta go back to the beginning then. You enjoy the McDonald's anime commercials. I watched an anime about a girl learning how to work in McDonald's. I haven't seen them. But I don't have a TV here, so I think that's probably why.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused. You just ordered some nice sourdough pizza. Ah, I want pizza now. No.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
You could, sure, yeah. Tweet it at me. Alright, so now we're back at the beginning. Okay. I think it is not this one. Yes, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Let's present the ID card here. And then see what happens. Here it is. Okay. Found at the prosecutor's office crime scene. Two major apps similar to Uber Eats always running discounts and campaigns, so it ends up being cheaper than dining out. Dang, that's pretty good. We have Uber Eats here. It's not cheaper than going and getting it yourself, but it's cheap enough that I do use it with some regularity. Alright, we're gonna present it. Okay, let's see. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
Yeah, I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. Yeah, I just put it in my pocket, right? Oh, I remember, I put it in my pocket. Not okay. That makes sense.
The judge? Come on.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office.
Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. Lost item report? It's only half completed. Oh, maybe Goodman was filling out the report about his ID card being missing. Ah, okay. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Treated the commercials. Okay, thank you so much. I'll check it later. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right?
I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order! So now, what does all this mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense.
Are you gonna finally tell me you love me?
Maybe not. Ooh, he is, kind of.
In his own way.
Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo?
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes?
What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't gonna end well. Ooh, okay. More like he wanted you to come to this gig. Fair.
Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
We've proved Lana's guilt. No!
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Oh, that's right. Angel, right?
Everyone's like, no, say it ain't so.
Ugh, I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
I can't deny it. No.
You're not wrong, but I think there's still hope for us yet. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Yeah, I don't have any strikes yet, so we're safe, we're safe.
Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
Uh-oh, it got dark. What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Alright, my choices are object or wait and see what happens. Obviously, I can't wait and see what happens. We have to object.
Objection!
Ah, Kabe Dondon! Ah, hi, how are you? Oh, 久しぶり. 久しぶりですね. 元気? One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing, and one thing only.
That's right. Trap card. You can't trap me, don't worry.
The security video did not show the actual murder. No music this time, though. Thank heavens. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, there's no body, you know, other than Meekins, who we know is not see? Check this out.
It's an absolute delight to see a stranger. Oh, thank you.
It's nice to see you too. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot.
Uno reverse card. Yeah.
Let's go. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. We still haven't figured out what's going on with that crazy like vase that we found and put back together. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
Ooh, oh, okay.
It's dark. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean...
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name.
Chuck Norris. He's a Texas Ranger. He would fit the bill.
Before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name?
Chuck Norris. No, we know it's Jake Marshall. Thinks he's a cowboy. I like how the description says, thinks he's a cowboy.
Alright. Take that.
He's not actually a cowboy. Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet.
He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. You could never figure out if that was his hair or like cloth from that. I think it's his hair. I think. Who knows though?
Prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Okay then.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
I know. Well, I guess they just gotta go upstairs and grab him. Alright. February the 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you've figured everything out.
Haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything.
Emma.
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Jake saw a Clint Eastwood movie and he wanted... The interpretation... Yeah, his cowboy interpretation is lacking. Hey, it's Gumshoe. What? Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh, wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? Okay. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey, hey, hey! Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. Man got to Moda saying, yippee-ki-yay, Tom! Yeah, he really changed. Can I do the Clint Eastwood whistle? Is that the one that's like, I can't really do it, but it's like, you know, the... Is it that one? I can't whistle very well though. Oh, I can try.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh, how. You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances.
Yeah. That's the right. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah.
I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request.
My name? Never in a million years would I thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident?
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case.
Miss Sky was a witness.
Oh, alright, we've got files for the Joe Dark killings, solved 2 years ago. Oh, we're getting more information now. Huh, interesting. We'll have to take a look at this. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders.
Sheesh. Okay.
Oh, what? Now that I have brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma? But why? Why is your name in here?
True.
What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident. Is that...
That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dark killings.
The Joe Dark... No, Lana! That's over with. No!
Emma, wait! Oh, she ran away.
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. This guy. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth, not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
Yeah, Gumshoe's like, this got a little too hot for me. See you later, kids.
I'd better take a good look at this file.
Alright, that is a hint that I should take a look at the file, but first, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, okay, hold on. This might be it. Here. I found it. There you go. Alright. Yes, I will save the progress. Yes, overwrite. And we're gonna keep going. I'm not sure if we can get to like, hold on, is this it? The save mechanism here is a little weird, I have to say. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can get through the whole next section, but I will try. Cowboys are still cool. That's right, that's right. Your cat is snuggling your arm. Pets are the best. Just the best. Alright, let's see what we got here. February 24th. 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I still can never get that like Mambo number 9 reference out of my head. A little bit of Phoenix by my side, a little bit Edgeworth. Wait, what?
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Ms. Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh my goodness, drinking on the stand. I mean, I know it's like, I know that's a thing in Ace Attorney. However, the save system is better than it used to be. You had to basically save and quit and then go back in when, well, I guess if it's an improvement, I'll take it, but sheesh.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Stop drinking.
Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization.
It's good old sarsaparilla. You know that is not sarsaparilla in there.
Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know. You're a patrolman.
As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. I know. I mean, there's a whistle in like his music, so.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place.
It's just apple juice.
Sus.
Sus.
Is this correct?
According to the papers, partner. What do you mean?
And Desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain old English.
You better watch out, the judge is running out of patience here. Alright, testimony. Day of the crime. Let's hear it.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a side street saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail.
Oh, so you were drinking at a bar instead of doing your job when the crime happened?
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Damn!
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I know. My beard was destroyed. Yeah, they're ruthless today.
I mean the security's cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
He is not being very helpful. You don't think the judges... I feel like I've seen the judge like do some small insults here and there. He's very saucy today though.
He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor?
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
Alright, cross-examination, let's go. Day of the crime. You know what we do, we just press everything in the beginning just to see what's up. Keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Alright, let's talk about it. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings.
You interred them?
Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
Yeah, he needs the cowboy to English dictionary. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't gonna do him any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. Alright. Said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Alright. Let's talk about it. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style.
Okay. I'm afraid I don't understand. Oh, hi, Solartina.
No desperado I know lets rules get in his way.
No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime.
Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
The judge is getting in on the cross-examination now, what the heck?
Sorry, partner, can't say that I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired? Yeah, this guy is wild. Alright, the room is protected by 2 security systems. Let's talk about it. You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence.
Yeah. Yeah. They let people get away with a lot of craziness here. And yet,
You didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism?
Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works.
That's quite, incredible.
The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
I know them newfangled doohickeys. He was at a street side saloon. Alright, let's talk about it.
What were you doing in a place like that?
This is how you imagine I speak in everyday life.
Yeah, I don't normally talk like this,
But instead, I'm always talking like this.
I was eating spaghetti.
Spaghetti? What?
Not even Angel steak lunches can beat that parlor's vongole sepia's pasta.
Vongole sepia. Pasta? Wait, what's sepia means like brown though, right? I forget what, is it clam pasta? Isn't the vongole like clams? I'm just a regular Southern Belle, that's right.
Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles?
Okay, it is clam, alright. Southern Belle meal. Better not. Oh no. I'm gonna have to look for like a Southern Belle costume for VR chat. I'll find a proper like gigantic hoop skirt.
Oh jeez.
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
Not all desperados eat tacos, what a line.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
that's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says,
Did you not want to raise this year?
Alright, I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Nope, I'm not out of ammo, okay? Always rely on the kindness. I always rely on the kindness of strangers. That's right. Gone with the Wind. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a really long time. You want to make tacos, but the taco, you have to make your own, I guess. You have to make your own tortillas, but then you have to buy masa. If you have masa, you can make them without... It's an extra step though, it's kind of a pain in the butt. What? Buddy, why are you running? Sky is falling Southern Belle music. Watch out.
out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
You don't have masa? It might be hard to find it, depending on where you are.
That's right, partner. Or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset.
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Oh god.
Sumimasen, partner.
Oh god, I can't. Fixing this. You broke me. Oh man, okay. Hi Jay. Is that dude brandishing a knife and oh yeah, and he's just drinking. He's just drinking straight from a flask. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. Hold on. Stream screen. I'm enjoying myself. Soda Noni, thank you so much for the redeem. Alright, let me do it. Alright, I'm standing. Wow. You can't see me like, although yesterday for the first time I did the stretch redeem in VR chat. You could see me actually do it. Alright, I'm leaning to the right. I'm leaning to the left. I'm gonna put my palms on the floor. Lean back. And wiggle wiggle. Thank you for the redeem. Also, hi Sauter Noni. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, Texas A. Yeah. Oh no.
Gather tortillas, fill with seasoned meat or veggies, add toppings like cheese and salsa, then fold and grill until crispy. Don't forget the guac. Enjoy your tasty creation, a perfect taco ready to be devoured. Taco avocado, let's taco about deliciousness.
I don't have a drink water redeem because I drink so much water that I don't want to have a drink water redeem. Oh, thank you for the redeem, Solartinia.
Sumimasen partner, watashi fixing tar fill that sweet carb cravings. Ampan de ni aramasu yippee car, dear friend.
Nice. Yeah, I drink a lot of water every day, so I don't have a water drinking redeem. Cause, yeah, if I drink like 3 to 4 liters of water normally, I don't want more. I've already drank like half a liter of water since I started this stream, so I think we're good. Yeah. Sometimes people do ask about it though, but I'm like, yeah, I do drink a lot of water, but I like it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the accent is funny. She doesn't pronounce things properly when you try to make her say something in Japanese or whatever. I think that worked pretty well. What do you think, Erlingshen? For what you're going for. Alright, ooh! Look at this response. Yeah. It's gonna be too much, yeah. I'm already fully saturated with water. I'm well hydrated in life, as you should be.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Oh, is that true? Oh, alright. From now on, I'm also no longer taking orders. Watch out.
Apparently, your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante.
Alright. Okay, so we're starting over, so that means we need to present something. I'm guessing we need to present his fingerprints, that we have proof, because he said that like he didn't like enter the room, but we know he did because there's the bloody fingerprints. So we gotta present that. Individualist menace arc. Oh man, I would love it. I would love it. If there were no like... If there was no like punishment, I would be more of a menace. But there are consequences to my actions. Therefore, I will keep being a fine, upstanding member of society. Alright, so I think I want to present the fingerprints. And we're gonna do it on like wherever he's talking about where he like wasn't in the evidence room. So let's go through. Gremlin redeem. Alright, not this one. Not this one, the 2 security systems. Those are future Mio's I'm too well aware, I feel like, of future Mio's problems. So I don't know if it's this one or not. This one maybe seems like not the right one. So I think let's present on this one. Capcom Japan just wanted to make a cowboy character. They did. I think so. Alright, let's present the... is it this one? The stabbing? No. Ah, here we go. The fingerprints. I really love all the crazy characters they've made. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this. Yeah.
Dot dot dot.
Plot twist, he's actually Canadian, but everyone thinks he's from Texas. There are some cowboys from Canada, like, you know, like from Alberta. You're always happy to watch you play. Thank you. I really enjoy it, so. Maybe he's one of those Albertan, cowboys. After all, you weren't in the security room at the scene at the time of the crime.
And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
Oh, I'm about to. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or, to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, I make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
But in blood? In blood? I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Is he wearing high heels? He has like high-heeled boots on.
Yeah. What are you talking about, partner? I'm from Tokyo.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly reveals this. Well, Officer Marshall? He's like, I'm just here shaving my face.
Seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. What? I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints.
Very well. You may begin your testimony about the fingerprints found at the scene of the crime.
Oh my goodness. But wait, there's more.
Bloodstained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated.
You like Jake Marshall more than Lotta Hart. I enjoyed doing the Lotta Hart voice though.
Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it.
Alright. Sus.
The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
They each make you smirk in different ways. Okay, good. Ah, the super sus. I agree, quite sus.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Alright, let's go. Alright, cross-examination. Blood-stained fingerprints. Alright, it's only natural. Is that real? Is that true? Let's talk about it. That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yep, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
I mean what I said.
You know, Lotta Hart's supposed to be based on Osaka. I guess that would make sense that she was wearing like loud clothes.
That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently, his fingerprint data was never removed from the locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. Alright, Marshall's fingerprints updated in the court record. Found on a bloody handprint on Marshall's own locker, the print had been wiped. Okay. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. Okay. Time for video. That's right. Ooh. I think you're right. I think we'll have to present that at some point during this. Cause there's definitely the like it was there and then it wasn't there and then it was there thing that's like sticking out. So yeah. So then, what about the bloody handprint?
It wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
My locker's covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened.
The murderer touched the locker. Alright, did they though? Did they? Will I play more visual novels later? Well, I do plan to go through all of the Ace Attorney games, so it'll be a while. But I do enjoy them, and I will probably play more in the future as well. The people of Osaka were not too happy about Oh no. Usually the people from Osaka are known as being like comedians and like super friendly, and also, let's see, they have like a bunch of grandmas that have like crazy hair and animal print stuff, yeah. Oh, you know your voice. I wonder how that table's on. I know, he's like always like, I don't want to bang in my house, but yeah. Oh, thank you, buddy. I'm enjoying it for sure. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Aw, thank you. I enjoy it. Your first exposure to the Osaka stereotype was from Asumanga da yo? Oh, I haven't seen that. I should take a look. Yeah, I actually have never been to Osaka, even though it's not that far. One day I will go there. One day. Probably. I could go as like a day trip, I guess, but I'd probably want to take like a weekend.
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere
hello
fingerprint.
there. Let me try my best Osaka accent for you. Ma, Nandianan. Kordarai Janai. Dudai, Onomimono Demo Ionika. How did I do? Let's keep practicing and have fun with different accents.
No, that was terrible.
Mike Japan practice makes perfect.
Wow. But yeah, they have different there's a whole different way of speaking over there. It's called Kansai Ben. It's the dialect, the local dialect, and people from Osaka do it quite strongly. No corn for you. It was terrible.
You wanna know why?
I do want to know why. Please tell me. They're unrelated, are they though? Let's talk about it.
Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they are totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. It's also a computer port. Not wrong. And, yep. Alright, didn't you know the murderer's wearing gloves? Alright, let's talk about it.
How do you know that?
The judge is so cute. You really... Oh no. He's like a Santa Claus type. How do you know that? Yeah, how did he know the murderer is wearing gloves? He's been quite snarky this case. I like it. I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports.
There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
That's right. Judge Papa. Oh no. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint.
Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion.
They're definitely known for being more casual. And more friendly, I would say. But I guess Southerners are kind of the same.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
The picture?
This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards.
Okay.
There's only one reality, and that's this.
The security tape.
So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Oh, excuse me.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. It's the beard. Oh no.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Alright.
Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner?
Alright, let's talk about it. What do you mean by that?
You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner?
Kind of?
If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
One day to visit a diner in Texas and get called hun by a grandma. Or darling. Hey darling, you ready to eat? You know what you want? Yep. I know that voice for sure. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots.
Yeah. Y'all come back now, you hear? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. Yeah, that's the true classic. Bless your heart. Texas Diner ASMR? Oh my god. That's a good idea. Maybe I should make a video for YouTube. If someone was familiar with the camera's position... Yeah, we need like diner background noise. They could leave the room without being caught on tape. Cooking. Yeah, cooking stream. With ASMR roleplay.
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Alright, you know, we gotta show evidence because that's how we roll. 5 Nights with- oh no! No horror, no horror. Alright. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Dang.
Now then, let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness. Okay.
You know, it's gotta be the thing sticking out.
Your mom's family talks with a thick Italian-American accent. Oh, that's one that I can't do. I've never practiced it. I'll have to try that one for the future. That is a great one.
The music!
Thank you for the redeem. We have to wait one more time, and then we're almost there, almost there. Alright, I think this is it. Yeah, alright, I'm pausing. Okay. This is it, this is it. Take that! No more music. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. Oh yeah, like the bark. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Dun dun dun. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Is that true? I don't think that's true. I mean, tempers maybe, but the days are not short. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? 8 words? It's so specific. Why? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Oh yeah, we got you now, partner. That's right.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Watch out, watch out. Do 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 do. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Yeah. This is the good music.
Oh, the white cloth. It's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then, it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. You like to practice a variety of accents for fun? Me too, if you couldn't guess.
When the crime took place, the white cop was there.
Well, it's the cowboy, it's the cowboy. Also, hi Blue. How are you doing? I saw you were streaming earlier. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Yeah, good evening, good evening. Take a shower, ready for nighttime, ready for sleeping. Hold your horses. Sorry partner, but you got the wrong man. Taking your man and chilling, yeah. Chill, chill, chill. I like to have some downtime before sleeping for sure. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Wait, yes it does though. This guy doesn't know the technology very well. Edgeworth has no patience for him either. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. Good abs. That would be funny though. I'm working on having good abs. I don't know if they're there yet, but I am doing planks every day. I'm doing 3 2-minute of planks every day. It's not my fault. He happened to choose mine. Judge is like, woo, wide eyes. Oh my goodness. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Oh, poor Marshall. Let me explain it to you. This guy isn't just playing dumb. I have a few secret accents. That's right. That's right. There's the sexy French lady and the leprechaun.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker. Now prove it.
Now prove it.
Leprechaun accent, very powerful. I like that. I like doing that one, but it's really hard to like find an appropriate time for it. Alright, what do we have here? A Batman utility of belt of voices. Yeah. I'm working on it. I need to add some more. You should have a case where you lose no matter what. No, no, I must win. I must always win. Alright, what do we have here? Can we just present the locker? Yeah, okay, I think we can just present the locker. Maybe? Alright, let's try it.
Fingerprint sensor.
If you always win, there's just tyranny and... Hey, you know what? That's how this game works though. We win even though we're kind of morons. But this game, we have established there's no like, no relevance to real life in it. We talked about this earlier today. You feel like the first British case of Great Ace Attorney is kind of in that vein? Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. It is complicated. Wait, that's the one where Susato like dresses as the boy. Is it that one? I'm trying to remember. Phoenix is always right. Yeah. I'm not that good at doing Scottish. Oh no, no Jamaican. Oh, the rich guy in the oh, that's true, because he got murdered in the end, right? The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of evidence tampering. I should play the Bird Detective game. Wait, what's the Bird Detective game? So, Sheriff, what do you have to say? In 8 words or less. Oh, we're throwing it back, throwing it back. Wait, what is he chewing on? Oh, is that a beef jerky? Magnus McGill. That's right. It's me,
Order, order, order! Explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. I know, he hasn't lost his cool before now, but now, watch out. He's gonna go off the rails! Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. He's sweating. We got him on the ropes.
Olay, please answer the question.
Wait, why Olay? Oh my god. What is he now, a bullfighter? He's mixing all kinds of cultural references that don't go together. That's alright, Officer Marshall. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Oakville769. Thank you, Oakville. Welcome, welcome. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. Okay. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Before you ask, this finger fires real bullets. No! Well, they've let weapons into the courtroom before, so I wouldn't be surprised if guns just appeared. Alright, there's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
Wait. Hold on. Where? So, Officer Marshall at the time of the crime. Yes. Yes. Because he was supposed to be here, over here by the locker. You're right, you're right. It has to be this place, because he was the one that was faking as Goodman. So, yeah. Okay, thank you, thank you. Officer Marshall was standing right here. Oh, no, it's okay, Sandra, no need, don't worry.
There, but that's...
I think no one else has come to the conclusion that it was Marshall was posing as Goodman.
That's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the quote-unquote victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman.
That's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
Officer Badman. He's a bad man. But not Batman. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. Yeah, all you gotta do is put on a hat.
When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his cards, sir.
Oh, so he showed the card. Ah ha ha ha. Okay. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond?
He suddenly pulled a knife on me.
Officer Badman would be a hilarious... Oh, that would be a good one for Rastafari God. The Batman. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
Oh, but it wouldn't have matched his face. Oh no, I'm not gonna be tricked into doing the accent. I'm so tempted though. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. It does look like Batman, right?
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
Vigilante justice by night, yeah. Well, that's a,
Oh my god, sorry.
I'm a little sleepy, but I'm okay, I'm okay.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Again with the beard insult?
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Yeah, just a little sleepy, but it's okay, it's good. Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I agree, the judge's beard is quite magnificent.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Dang. Oh, this can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
Edgeworth, no patience.
Oh, he's coming in to save us? Come on, come on.
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed.
Ouch.
I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
It's the coat that got the blood on it.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
When you're backed up into a corner, update the autopsy report. I've been saved so many times by that.
So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
It's gotta be the jacket from when he stabbed Meekins.
Perhaps.
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. Oh my god, can we hear the song again? Let me sing you the song of our people. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Marshall's not entertained.
Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open the locker.
Alright, yup, here we go. Alright, I'm waiting for the stabbing. Alright, we got the glove falling out.
Make the song go away.
You're like, that's... No! Oh, man. Alright. Okay.
It's a small world
Here we
after
go.
all. Yeah, mon. It's a small world after all. Man. It's a small world after all. Inner everything we do. Yeah, mon.
Yeah, mom.
How did me do?
How did-
Feel die good vibes. Let's
Yay.
jam together.
we
Musical
go.
notes Jamaica, one love, one heart.
Alright. The music is over now.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end. Yet. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Yeah. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him.
Safe from the badger, barely.
However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat.
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Oh, I think it was because earlier people were listing all the different accents, different English accents I could do, and the Jamaican was one of them. And I said I didn't know how to do that one, and so now it's become a thing.
Not bad, partner.
All right. Yeah, what I said.
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ooh, is Edgeworth happy? This guy's never happy.
2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we?
Oh dang, it is all about this, the SL9 incident.
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Ooh, okay. Let's hear about it.
All right. Okay. It seems the time has come.
Okay. Witness testimony. Marshall's confession. Okay. I know, spilling the tea, the brown. No. Yeah, talk no jutsu to make him confess. I mean, that's what lawyers are supposed to do, right?
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, talk no jutsu. I like that.
So, the supposed victim was really you.
He's so persuasive.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room.
Wait, is that because of the vase?
The vase. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Alright, cross-examination, Marshall's confession. Let's talk about it. You know how I do. We're just gonna press on everything. I had to do it that day. Oh, okay, this must be about the evidence in the evidence locker. When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why I...
Stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. Alright, let's talk about it. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So, you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
I would not call that returning it, but okay.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean fingerprint. Activated lock, of course.
Technically returned. That's right, technically. I mean, I suppose his dead body was there. If you put it next to the dead body, it's kind of like returning it. Kind of.
No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself.
But he could, because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Okay.
I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out.
You know someone that changed their fingerprints. Wait, how can you change it? I know you can you can remove them, right? It seems quite painful. But can you change them to another person's? Or like just different from your own? Oh, so they were changed to like nothing. Ah, not changed to like a different fingerprint, but just changed to, oh, that sounds so painful. Ooh. Ow. Your fingers are so sensitive. Alright, he knocked him out. Let's talk about it. Yeah, it makes sense, but oh man, so painful. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Oh, with pineapples. That would make sense because it has like the enzyme that dissolves like human flesh. They use pineapple like enzyme for facials as well. To give you like a like peel. So over time, oh, they had to get special fingerprint documentation because of it. That's crazy. That's wild. I wonder if grafting is possible. That just sounds really painful. Oh my god, I'm like rubbing my hands now because I'm like, oh, the pain. Alright.
Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say. He brought his knife that he used for stabbing into the courtroom.
So you knocked Officer Meekins out, and
hope he cleaned it first. This guy, who knows? Who knows? Oops. I did not mean to do that. Let's go back. Okay. Wait, okay. I want to make sure. Okay, we got this one, so. I accidentally rolled the mouse wheel. Okay. Let us press. Okay. He's avoiding the areas where he could get caught on camera. So, you did your research beforehand. He cleaned it with rattlesnake. Maybe. This guy, who knows?
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
Yeah, just rub some dirt in it. That's how my mom treated us. Oh, I have to allow the creeps was banned, a banned item somehow. Alright. The lick the blood. No. That's gross. I would never do that.
I mean, it could be full of diseases, right?
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
Don't ban the... I would never ban the crepes. The crepes. It sounds like creeps if you say it with a southern accent. The crepes. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So, what you're saying is, on that day...
There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Alright, let's talk about it. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. Unless you're a suspiciously Ninja Turtle looking vigilante in My Hero Academia, in which case it's part— oh geez, really?
What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So, you stole the evidence from the locker?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? If he consumes your blood, you get paralyzed. Really? Like remotely somehow? Interesting.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor.
There's missing evidence? Oh my goodness. What? Yeah, that is a strange one. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Well, except for that glove that fell out, I guess. And wait, what about the vase that we had to like put together, the broken thing? That hasn't come up for some reason. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
Are you though? I mean, who knows? This game. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID? Injuring a police officer? This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
Oh my god, Edgeworth. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Agreed.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine.
Poor Gumshoe, yeah.
And I'll do anything it takes to give an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Okay. We're gonna hear more. Okay. Salary deduction for the month, that's right. It's arbitrary.
I just can't forget the SL9 incident. You know why?
Well, I don't know. Let's talk about it. It's one of his critical like strength powers. But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Yeah, the SL9 incident.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
Oh, okay. What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is? I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Did I read the file? No, I didn't. We should check it. Let's look. We haven't looked at these yet. Alright. Incident number SL-9 closed. Perpetrator Joe Dark. Crime serial murder. Sentence death. Victims Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Neil Marshall? Oh, maybe they're related. Maybe it was like his relative that got murdered. Trial data. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Skye and Emma Skye. Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators Damon Gant, Lana Skye. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. Okay. Alright. Oh, hold on. So, I feel like we should present this to Marshall then, because I think it's his relative that got murdered. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Like a reunion up in here. Yeah, it is. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'd better take another look at the files. Oh, okay. It was telling me to do that, but now we have, so... I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die.
Wait, is this... Are we back at the, Are we back at the, at the end? Should we just present it to him? We can try. I don't know. We can try. Let's see what happens. We have plenty of,
Objection!
We have plenty of, like, hits we can take, so it's okay. Oh no, I don't think this is... I don't think this is the right time. Oops, okay.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Presented on the last statement. Alright, I don't know what the last statement is, so we have to take a look at it and see. Alright, I don't see anything contradictory. Okay, oops. Huh, I messed up. Objection overruled. Try to think for him. Okay, oops, okay. Oops, that didn't go so well. Alright, so we're back at the beginning, so we have to go here. Wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. And... there wasn't any murder in the evidence room. Ah, okay. It has to be this one then. Okay. Alright. There we go. Objection!
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL-9 incident.
The beard disapproves.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
Sipping too much cactus juice. What? What is this all about?
I have the SL-9 incident file right here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. And a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name.
2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
Cactus juice. Avatar the Last Air. Is it? I don't know. It's a good question.
What? A prosecutor?
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award.
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL-9 case before I did.
That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands.
Wait, you just now remembered that, Edgeworth? My goodness. You assume... I don't know. That's a good question.
But what's his relation to you?
There's a cactus. There's like a... It's not a soda, but some kind of weird drink called Cactus Cooler. I've never had it. It seems terrible, though. If you've tried Cactus Cooler, let me know. And let me know what it tastes like. That's the name you couldn't remember? Yeah, I haven't tried it either. I've seen it, but it had no appeal, so...
It has never been tasted by me.
He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the then deputy chief of police.
Look, oh my goodness, these people. Here's Goodman. This guy. Got Angel.
The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
I mean, those are bold words. You don't know that.
And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
Avatar cactus juice was hallucinogenic. Given the context of Cowboy's phrasing, it's probably an Avatar reference. Today I learned as well.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. But we still don't know who's like the real murderer. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder on the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance. It's gotta be more than just that. It's all related.
So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which, in turn, means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection! For reals. But wait! A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But
there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
Seems to me, this boy's got the draw on you, partner.
All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony of one Ms. Angel Star is completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less.
my response is objection! Okay. Oh, the bow. This guy.
I rest my case.
I know, everyone's yeah, I suppose so, huh?
Seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There is no room for doubt.
Lies. There's always room for doubt because we haven't won yet.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
Oh no. There's no doubt what I proved today is true.
The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty. No!
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant...
No! Hold it!
Oh, wait, what?
Your Honor, wait.
Emma!
The defense has an objection. A scientific objection. Right?
What do you mean, Wright? Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor? Oh, in a sense.
Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking for is a minute of your time.
Yeah, objection!
Please, hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
Okay then. Alright.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dart killings.
Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
That's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day.
It is said that only one cactus is safe to drink from. The rest has liquid that is too high in alkaloids and acid. Oh geez, yeah, sounds like you shouldn't drink it.
So I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Wait, so she just went up on the witness stand to beg me to do a better job? That's so harsh.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright, with regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark.
I know. Oh my god, okay.
Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
I mean, I feel like there has to be, otherwise we cannot continue. Yeah, come on, do your job here, buddy.
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, if I've ever needed to concentrate, it's now! What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? Oh, okay. Oh, there's no problem. Or, I object. Of course I object. Of course. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. Does it? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, fake it till you make it. That's right. That's what I'm doing here.
Only thing that seems clear is that you're grasping, Mr. Wright.
You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Put the parrot on the stand. Oh my god. Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
How many times leave it be has been the right answer? I think 0 times so far. 0 so far.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time.
Put the... It's gotta be the blue badger. Yeah.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
I think it should be the blue badger, actually. Because it's not in the floor plans, right? So... Pottery shard? Maybe? No, wait a second. I think it is the... Hold on, I think it is the blue badger because... The handprint that's on Gumshoe's locker is right where the blue badger was. Right? Because it was in that spot. Because Gumshoe's locker was like on the far right of like the left bank of lockers. And that's where the blue badger was, covering it up. Blue badger also has a handprint on it, which I find is a little sus. This is correct. But I feel like the blue badger had the handprint from the very beginning, so I'm not sure if it's related or not, but maybe. But I think it's this item. Because yeah, it was like right here.
What about that piece of plywood?
The blue badger, mascot of the police force. Oh, thank you for the stretcher, Team Cody suit. Alright. Let me stand up. Alright, I'm standing up. And then I'm leaning to the right. I'm leaning to the left. Put my hands on the floor. And standing up and leaning back. And wiggle. Thank you for the routine. It's good to stretch. Oh, because he made it. Oh, okay. So maybe there's a match then. Defender of truth. Guardian of proof.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Please, look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Alright, right there. Well...
Well, what?
That's right. So long as the blue badger is dancing here... What? It would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker. What? Super sweet.
So that means... just exactly what does that mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker.
Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Oh, okay. So maybe the blood traces happened between or before it was brought in, maybe? Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the blue badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would have been impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that means this blood mark was left there before the blue badger was brought in?
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is the other time. Alright, the other time must have been the thing with the vase. Maybe that's Gumshoe. Did Gumshoe take the vase out of the other locker and then drop it and like cut his hand and mess himself up? And then We only accept the finest organic balderdash. That's right.
Someone bled prior to the struggle shown in this tape. It had to have been... Detective Goodman, when he was really murdered. Oh, maybe that's why there was like so much blood on the floor. Because I guess if you just cut your hand from breaking the vase, there wouldn't be all that blood.
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However... Yeah, maybe. Who knows? However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
When did the first incident occur? Good question.
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman.
Hear you out. Aliens. At this point, that's about as plausible as anything else.
Another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. This blood mark on the locker proves it.
Very well. Then tell us. When did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present its evidence? What shows when the first crime took place?
It's gotta be the ID card thing, right? Because this has all the records, so this will show who was on there. It has to be... I'm guessing this this unknown mystery sevens person. It's gotta be this one, right? For 420. That's true. You know, they were going in there for evidence of what? I don't know.
If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it.
It all comes back to Jamaica today for some reason.
And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card? Oh, the ID card record.
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m.
Oh. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done?
I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy.
Totally normal day at the police department. Hondo B.
Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me.
Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood.
That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer.
I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Or maybe it was hidden behind the blue... Maybe the Blue Badger is the murderer.
Let's look at the chart again.
There's one more unknown person.
Yeah, there's only one other card number remaining. 7777777.
Talk about a lucky number.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Yeah, and drank his blood. He was the blood bag. God, no. Oh my god.
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand,
But do these people not realize the concept of two people being able to enter an open door? Like, it's possible, you know? Jeez, okay. He must have entered along with the real murderer. There we go, okay. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777. That's right, that's right. That's what they call him during Halloween, the Blood Badger.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 7777777.
2 men, 1 door, 1 knife. 2 will enter, 1 will leave. Actually, 2 will leave, but 1 will leave in a body bag. That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least, at present.
What? Explain yourself, son.
The ID number 7777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Thanks for the redeem, Winter Nick. Also, hello. That's ridiculous. Just how... I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, getting still the one brain cell. Oh my god.
Dun, dun, dun. There's one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
You're doing pretty good. Good. Me too. I'm enjoying this episode of Ace Attorney. Although we'll have to stop soon. It's like almost 2 a.m. here, so we'll see. I'm hoping we're close to the end of this section. We'll see.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all alike, aren't you?
I'm almost done. Okay, good.
With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. Objection! I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it?
Okay. Let me ask a question. Yes. No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lana?
Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up her ID number. And it's not 7777777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident.
The SL9 incident.
Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
He's got the 2-finger point. Woo, lordy.
Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor?
I know, he's spilling the tea, spilling the whiskey.
I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for this trial. At the time,
Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana! I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago.
Wait, and how does this guy get to all of a sudden be asking questions? Oh my god.
Did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
He's the marshal. I guess. No one says no to the marshal.
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't.
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why won't you answer him?
It is hair, yes, yes. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
But Lana...
Even if it involved forging evidence.
Everyone's just so shocked.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
I know, she could have just said nothing.
No!
Wait, he was the one that was in charge of that. Oh my god. Bad news bears. Lana's remarks caused such a stir that chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day. Okay, to be continued. Alright, we have reached a stopping point. My goodness. Alright. Let us save our progress. Dang! Alright. Alright, I think that's it. So. Alright, and then we're gonna go back to the title screen. Woohoo! Man, what a what do you call it? Cliffhanger. A cliffhanger. Yeah. Is it too late for a career change? Man, this has been very dramatic. So dramatic. Wait, we have the last Oh, is it not? Oh, it's not playing it. Hold on. Here, hold on. It's playing over the Sorry. Alright, that's enough. Alright. Well, that was dramatic. We will continue with this case next time. Next Sunday. And then otherwise, I will be back on Wednesday with everybody's favorite Stardew Valley.
Well, partners, in this here land of the Wild West, justice ain't always black and white. Sometimes the law's just a shadow, shifting like desert sands.
Dang.
But remember, true justice ain't about badges or guns. It's about doing what's right, even when the sun sets low.
Hi, Kevin.
Ride on,
Hello, hello.
seekers of justice. Cowboy hat face cactus yeehaw for righteousness.
Cowboy hat, cactus face, yeehaw for righteousness. Yeah, this is the end because it's 2 in the morning and I gotta go to work tomorrow, you know, make that cash so that I can continue to stream. Yeehaw! I like it. I needed to be a redeem. Wait, the whistle one? I can add it. I'll have to download the alright, I'll add it as a redeem for next time. I'm looking now quickly to see who I can choose for my raid target. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's anyone else doing Ace Attorney. There's not that many people doing Ace Attorney, so goodbye Citrix Gaming. I think let's just raid Carmi because Carmi's on. This is what happens when I'm up late. There's not that many people, so alright, we're gonna raid Carmi. Carmi is one of my favorites. She's playing Zelda, so say hi. And yeah, sweet dreams, good night Robin, good night Bunny, good night Curtis, good night Solartinia. Oh, Rivenchi? Alright, I'll look her up. I'm copying it so I don't forget it. I successfully kept you from doing anything productive for 3.5 hours. My apologies. Sort of. I enjoyed it a lot, so this was pretty fun, so yeah, I had a good time. Alright, I'll see you all on... Oh, I didn't... Oh, okay. Is that a clip? I don't know. You'll have to post it somewhere else later so I can see it. Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
Alright, have a good Sunday, and Son Goku, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed Ace Attorney. And I'll see you all on Wednesday for Stardew Valley, my favorite. We'll be working on finishing up Fall Year 2. Alright, see you then. Okay, objection! I'm not sorry. Alright, bye!